Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of InfoComm 2015's Digital Signage Pavilion on the Digital Signage stage here at InfoComm 2015 in the Orange County Convention Center, Orlando, Florida. I'm Michael Artsis. This is your official live continuing coverage on BeTerrific. Thanks so much for joining us. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Join the conversation in real time in our Slack chat. You can converse with the other Terrifics and us in real time. All you have to do is go to BeTerrific.com/Slack, give us your email and your name. We'll send you an invitation to join the chat, and then 24 hours a day we can keep the conversation going. When we're on air, we'll read your comments and questions, and they might even sneak their way on air as well. You guys make BeTerrific special, so keep the great feedback coming. You can send us email, connect@BeTerrific.com. And on social media, we're at BeTerrific TV across all platforms. All the archives, in case you missed something here or there, because I know you guys are watching like crazy, but in case you had to step away and miss something, you can catch all the archives next week on BeTerrific.com and our YouTube page, youtube.com/BeTerrificTV. And don't forget, it's all archived to infocom.com.org and infocomshow.org. InfoComm is a tremendous show. This is the real theme park in Orlando this week. This is where the magic happens, and you should be here in 2016. Plus, you should catch all the smaller events that InfoComm has. Find out more on infocomshow.org. And I got to tell you something, this is one of the greatest conventions in the world because it really fosters communication, collaboration, education, and information, which creates innovation and a lot more business. You know, this has been a vision of mine, and a lot of people help see that vision and push it through, and I can't thank them enough. And it's not only InfoComm. InfoComm saw it, and Jason and his wonderful team, Patty and Barbara and Debbie and all the wonderful people at InfoComm saw that and said, let's do this, and made the vision even bigger and better. But it's also these great companies that have helped support this and make it happen from a technological standpoint. We know that NewTek did that with the TriCaster and the Talk Show, two of their products, newtek.com. We know that Panasonic and their PDC division, Panasonic Digital Communications, did that with their digital signage, so we could let all the people at InfoComm and by the booth know about our speakers and what was going on and who was coming on, and that we were actually doing this. And then we have a company that has helped give us the sights of all of this, and that is Vaddio. Now, we're using Vaddio's PTZ cameras. They're tremendous, they're phenomenal, and what they allow us to do is pan, tilt, and zoom. So one guy is able to operate all the cameras with one joystick and move them around. That guy, Dave Kleinstein, does a phenomenal job. And what's great about this is we're able to give you a much better experience very easily. So they're hanging from the truss, and we've got one on the desk here, and that has given us the ability to do a lot of great things very seamlessly. They look great, and that's just the start of what Vaddio does. Vaddio is great for broadcast, for houses of worship, for corporate, for concerts, and a whole lot more. But they also do telecommunications, video conferencing, and a lot of great stuff for corporate applications as well. I've got Darrin here from Vaddio. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you for seeing the vision, for supporting the vision, and for being here, and for your wonderful cameras.
And thank you. You've been great to work with, and we like our cameras being used out in the field, and put it through the torture tests of real life broadcasting or whatever application we're going to be using.
Vaddio.com, you can check out all the products. You guys are a young company that's really growing. You're very innovative. I think the thing that is most impressive about these cameras is how short the period of time it took to set them up. I joke about this, but it's the reality that it took a longer period of time to hang the poles from the truss than it did to mount the cameras and set them up.
Yeah, one of the things that our founders of our company actually grew from an AV integration business. So they've always emphasized that we have to make this easy for the installation. And that's kind of what we coined our tagline, is the art of easy. We want to take complex AV solutions and make them easy and just operate.
So we know all about these cameras. These are the RoboShot 12 and 30s. We've been using them all week. Yeah. These run back to their CCU units. We can paint the cameras. We can do all sorts of things. Then they connect to the control box, and we can control it with a joystick. There's also a web interface if we want to use that. And these are powered and sending the video over Cat5e or Cat6 cables, 3 of them for each camera. There is no power actually running to them like a power box. Or a power adapter. And then the CCU gives us the option of HDMI or HDSDI in this application. We're using HDSDI out, and it's a really efficient workflow, plus Cat 5e and Cat 6 cables are readily available, inexpensive, and easy to run long distances. So we know all about these cameras, but you also do cameras that are only for IP, and you do a whole slew of video conferencing and telecommunications products.
Yeah, so in the video conferencing space, we saw a need, and a lot of our corporate clients were looking at the ability to actually use soft clients like Skype for business, WebEx, but they needed a high quality enterprise camera. So we developed a line of PTZ USB cameras, so you can plug them directly into your PC, run your soft client, but you get the quality and performance of a broadcast camera, but you can use it in web applications. And we see a lot of deployments in that transition from hardware video conferencing appliances to corporations wanting to use soft clients, but they still need the high precision cameras and audio systems that can be paired with it in group environments.
I think what's great is the ease of use and ease of setup for that stuff. I know you said you're the art of easy, but everybody says, oh, we're easy. It's easy to do this. It's simple, and you find out you have to do all this configuration, all this programming, and we don't have time for that anymore. We're doing 900 other things at the same time. So I think that the ease of use of all your stuff really makes a big difference. And I love the quality, not only the picture quality, but the sound quality from your speakerphone devices. I guess we're calling it speakerphones, but it's really a microphone and a speaker. I don't know what else to call it at this point, and they're phenomenal. Talk about the base station.
Oh, so the base station is an all-in-one conferencing system. It incorporates our high-quality cameras along with echo-canceling speakerphone. In addition, it has a VoIP capability to it, so it can actually be a telephone if you want to use it telephone. You can be a presentation system if I just want to locally share a presentation to the monitor, or I can actually be a full unified communications device by using Skype or the equivalent, Microsoft or Link, that type of thing.
I see in my mind, and maybe I'm crazy, I see an application for this stuff being used in digital signage. It's not being used as much as maybe it could be. It's being used in some applications. Do you see that where people can communicate back and forth at different times, where in digital signage, where I have this idea that you might walk into a store one day and it's showing you some ads, and the guys behind the counters are more like runners, because the people who you're going to connect with are through this digital signage are actually experts. So, because you can't have all the experts in the store, it would cost too much, but this expert could work at 4 stores in one day or 5 stores in one day. And so you walk in and you don't know about this really important product or this high-tech product that you need, and you see the digital signage, and when you're ready to talk about the products, you get the expert on the line basically, and so it changes over from digital signage to a telepresence, and you have this conversation, you figure out the solution that would work for you, the runner can go bring up products to show you, and you find out, or you can go then try it on in a fitting room if it's clothing, whatever it is, you can go figure it all out, and then now you make your purchase.
Well, and that's interesting you bring that up. We actually have a very large Fortune 100 company that we work with, and they, in essence, set up a digital storefront, and they run focus groups through the digital signage as they go take customers through the system. So they can actually get instantaneous feedback on their product placements and that. They use digital signage along with conferencing to get that direct feedback from the customer on that interaction and how they feel. And that's how they run their focus groups and determine what products go on shelves. So I think it's already being used. It just has to be adopted more, and looking for other ways of engaging people through the digital signage and visualization, along with audio communications.
Now, one of the things I think that makes Vaddio such a great company is the people. All the people we've met have been phenomenal. All the people that we've talked to have been great. And I think that any great company really starts with the people. The people have to be smart, intelligent, and they have to be able to innovate. But more than that, they have to be good people. Because you could have all, the other 3 things, and it doesn't work if they can't work with other people, if they can't collaborate, if they can't communicate, and if they're not good people. And you have good people, and you have smart people, and intelligent people, and innovative people. And so it starts there. And just Haley is amazing, you're amazing, and Mike is amazing. All the people we've met have been just unbelievable. We could have talked to them for hours the other day when they came by to see how the cameras were working. And I just can't say enough good things about the whole entire team.
Well, we really thank you on that. And maybe it's because a lot of us, we're a Midwest company based out of Minneapolis, and where very humble individuals come from there. They're hard workers, and we actually just want to solve problems and work with people to do that. So,
what product do you like the most?
I really do like, and we're just introduced our RoboShot USB camera. So it's the same form factor of the camera you see on the desk there, but it has a USB 3.0 output. That allows you to get uncompressed video directly into the PC. So this is really a new class of broadcast performance video that you can now capture with a PC. So we see a lot of people very excited about this on the show floor.
Very cool. I'd like to check that out myself. I like that idea a lot. All right, well, thank you so much. It's Vaddio.com. Oh, just before I let you go, how did you get into Vaddio?
Actually, with the founders at a previous company a few years ago, I had worked with them, and he liked me, so we kind of formed, and I became head of engineering there.
And how did you get into this space in general? Were you, when you were a kid, when you were growing up, were you just enamored with tech and cameras and all this stuff?
Well, I kind of happened into the pro AV business. Initially, I worked in the Air Force as doing some weapons testing, those type of things, and used a lot of video, a lot of technology, and it became a natural fit of kind of in that AV space of optics and audio and video, all incorporated into it. And this is a great industry to work for.
And did you serve?
No, I was actually a civilian.
Well, thank you for supporting our troops.
Okay.
And thank you so much. Vaddio.com, that's Darrin. He is great. The company is great. The team is great. The products are great. You got to check them out. Vaddio.com. You can do a broadcast just like this, or telepresence, communications, all sorts of great things. Trust me, you got to check out Vaddio.com. I can't thank them enough for their support here. It's been amazing. I look forward to doing a whole lot more with Vaddio in the future, and of course, I'm thrilled that they saw the vision of this as well. Darrin was a big part of that. Haley was a big part of that, and I've got to thank all the people there, including those two folks, Darrin and Haley. Darrin's right here. Thank you, Darrin, and thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be back with a whole lot more on your live continuing coverage, the official coverage of the digital signage space at InfoComm 2015 on BeTerrific. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.